Hey, good morning, and how are you today on this fine Tuesday, May 19th? Oh, before I get too involved and I forget, like I always do, how about a big thumbs up? Yeah, give me a big thumbs up if you like this video. So, a couple of little interesting tidbits. I mentioned in a previous video of that Hooker Prairie Road where I usually go to, relieve myself. Yeah, it's private property. Big deal. Well, today I go to turn down it, and of course there's I will just say a clown. And he jumps out of the truck and he's got his gun out. He goes, "This is private property," and he's screaming like a madman. And I'm going, "Yeah, good for you. I'm going to leave." Oh, look at that. Choo-choo train's coming. Yeah, CSX. Wow, cool. I'm glad I got out of where I was relieving myself when I did, because I could have been trapped there. I think I'm going to be trapped up here anyways, because these trains are usually miles long. Literally, miles long. Oh yeah, what a clown. He didn't look like he was old enough to be out of high school. Yeah, I have a good mind to report him to Mosaic. He didn't point it at me. He just drew it. He had it by his side. Idiot. What am I gonna do? Yeah, I'm too, buddy. I never leave home without it. So, on that note, get a life, buddy. Get a life. It's trespassing. So anyways, every morning when I get up, I look at the weather, because I have family that lives in New England, both in Maine and Massachusetts. And I check younger brother's house, and says heat advisory. And I'm like, wait a second, heat advisory? I goes, they had snow less than a week ago. Yeah, they had, yeah, I think it was, maybe 10 days. 10 days they had snow. And I mean, hearing from him here and there, he's like, oh yeah, it's in the 40s, it's in the 50s. This weather sucks, it's never gonna stop. When I go check big brother up in Maine, same thing, heat advisory. It's going to be in the high 90s. Being here in Florida, and I goes, well, they can't beat me. Well, yeah, you see, because my high is only going to be 91. And here we are, it's going on 10 minutes to 11, and I just hit 90. So, I mean, I really don't trust this thermometer when I'm out and about riding around, because, hey, you pick up a lot of heat from the asphalt roadways. So, but yeah, I just can't get over parts of New England are going to be in the 90s today. So all of you guys that might watch this video up in New England, kick the dust off those bikes, check the air pressures, check your T-clocks, tires, cables, turn signals, yada, yada, yada. Get out there and ride. Call in sick. If you work second shift, call in, happy for, going for a motorcycle ride. Grab a mental health day. Yahoo! When I lived up in Massachusetts, going to work, I mean, I rode to work every day. But come springtime, when we would have our first 70-degree day, 75-degree day, oh no, that was a mental health day. I went out and I did, I did a 250-mile loop. Oh yeah. And my bosses expected it though. The last, dozen years I worked there, my bosses expected that. First day it broke 70, I wasn't coming in. Or I was taking an early quit to go riding. It's one thing riding to work every day, gets mundane, gets old, blah, blah, blah. But when you get a nice 70-degree day and during the week and you can go out and, You can go out and ride and have fun and enjoy the day, not worry about anything, and yeah, that's the ticket right there. So, yeah, I'm about 100 miles into my ride here. Haven't thought of much to say until this mosaic clown. Yeah. I wonder if they're even allowed to have firearms. Most companies aren't. I mean, it's a phosphate company. They do strip mining. I could care less. I'm not going to harp on it, even though I've been harping on it. Because I don't know. You know how that goes. Yeah, let's do a... There we go. No feet down stop. As long as the wheels ain't moving, it's a stop. Although I do know, according to the DMV, a full stop is anywhere between 3 to 5 seconds. I don't know why I know that, but that constitutes a stop, 3 to 5 seconds. Oh yeah, I'm out here enjoying this day. Well, back down to 89 degrees. So how many of you guys have got your bikes out yet? And I know a lot of people that subscribe to my channel, and I appreciate each and every one of you folks. How many of you guys got your bikes out? Got them out yet? Should. It's May 19th. Month is over. Coming into June. You guys should already have a couple of thousand miles on those bikes. I just can't get over that. Ooh, there's a dead hog. That was a big one. That looked like about 250 pounds. Like my ex-sister-in-law. Yeah, I said that. Yeah, second thought, I don't even think they were married. I don't know, whatever. So who's got trips planned? You all know I did. You all know I had to cancel them. Just money is way too tight this year. Way too tight. And as I said in the past, I'm not going to invest in camping gear just for one trip. Well, granted it could be more than one trip, but still, I mean, you know, I get a decent sleeping bag and a decent one-person tent that can fit on the bike. I mean, looking at a couple $100, that's gas money, hotel night money. I don't stay in any luxury hotels. I mean, I look and make sure that $80 or less, I'm sleeping there. Not having a whirlwind romance or need a quiet solitude to write a novel or a book. Well, if I check into a hotel at, 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon, yeah, because I start my day at 3 a.m. so I can do a lot of riding before traffic builds. Because that's the type of person I am. I don't mind riding in the dark at all. I mean, it's interstate. If it was back roads, yeah, it might be a different story, but, if I'm taking a long cross-country trip, it's interstate. And, I mean, I don't mind doing it wee early, starting out at 3:30 in the morning. Get a lot of miles. Wow, I am absolutely getting slaughtered with love bugs. This is absolutely insane. Yeah, this is insane with the love bugs. I thought love bug season was over. We had them 3 weeks ago. It's supposed to only be a two-week time period with the love bugs. I guess the love bugs love us, so they're sticking around. Oh, yep. Yeah, I also tried to dial in my rear suspension a little bit more because, yeah, I kind of like a firm ride, but it was too firm, and I don't know. I was just too lazy to crank it down a notch at 5. And you know, last week, 2 weeks ago, when I had my wife out when we went out, and I mean, whoa, plywood, no, whoa, that was road obstacles, wee. Yeah, so when I had my wife out like 3 weeks ago, and we got all those love bugs. The suspension worked perfect. You know, rear suspension was awesome. I mean, it absorbed the bumps the way it's supposed to, and I said, ma'am, okay, I'm gonna have to turn it down. So I did a couple of short rides. You know, I went out with the CMA to breakfast and found out information from them about joining a Christian Motorcycle Association, which I'm going to do. Well, I could turn there, so I'll turn down here and go through this nice, quaint little neighborhood. And so I've turned it down 3 clicks, 3 whole turns, which is a lot. And I do mean it's a lot on these Harley Davidson factory shocks. So, in fact, really? Somebody's calling me? No, I don't want to talk to you. It's Haverhill, Mass. Oh, then again, that could have been my friend that's up there. Crap, I won't block his phone number. Hopefully he'll leave a message. Yeah, so, so where was I? I really lost my train of thought. Holy crap. Wow, that's bad. Somebody remind me quick what I was talking about. Oh well. Yeah, so that was that. I get a lot of spam calls. I just block and delete them all. It's too aggravating. You know, I mean, for the amount of money we pay for cell phones and cell phone bills, and we got to deal with spam. Yeah, I call a load of BS on that. I don't like it. Don't like it one bit. Oh yeah, the suspension. That's where I was. Suspension. So yeah, I turned it down 3 whole clicks, and I've hit some pretty good bumps, and I've hit some of my teeth rattlers that I call them. And I've hit them at speed without slowing down like I normally do. And yeah, I mean, I could actually go down maybe another turn, maybe a turn and a half. So yeah, getting it. I'll just have to remember, I turned it down 3, and if I turn it down another turn and a half, I'll have to turn it up 4.5 turns when I bring the wife out. So I'll have to keep that in my memory bank, which is pretty much full, and I got to delete some of my memory bank. You know, I had quite a few people laughing one time. I said, every time I learn something new, something old gets pushed out, and I might need that something old sometime, so I don't like learning anything new. That's the Kelly Bundy syndrome. Every time Kelly Bundy learned something new, she forgot something that she needed, which was it was a very funny episode. I know one thing, Married with Children would never make it on television today. No way. A lot of TV shows we watched back in the 90s and the early 2000s would never cut it on TV today. Yeah. Alright, let's stop. Alright. Yeah. Why are my paws sitting here? I don't know. Just enjoying that 90-degree day. Oh, 88. Cooled off. Yeah, oh, one of the other things I wanted to touch base on too was, you know, now that summer is here in Florida and we're going to be, you know, in the 90s. Well, we started the 90s last week. We're going to be in the 90s now until mid-October, maybe November-ish. All depends. Next 140-ish days or so. You know, a lot of you know that back in October I went down on my bike. And yeah, I did get a little bit of road rash, and I was wearing this very jacket I have on. Haven't replaced it yet because it didn't go through the material. It scuffed it up, and it burnt it in a few places. Yes, you heard me correct. It burnt it because it's a nylon mesh and some other kind of material. And the road rash I got, I mean, the elbow pads and the, you know, back pad and the back protector and probably the shoulder pads, you know, saved my bacon from some serious injury. But what got me was the nylon mesh on the jacket heated up to the point where it melted, and that burnt me. I really didn't have road rash per se. I had burns, and that was it. I had road rash on my knee. I had road rash on my hip, but on my you know, on my forearm, where the and on my elbow, where the jacket eventually, you know, it rolled, the sleeve rolled on my arm, and I got a burn there. But I mean, other than that, I mean, able to walk away, able to get the bike up out of the ditch. You guys all know the story. For those of you who are watching this and you know, never seen that crash, I will put a link down below in the description for the crash. I just shot the whole video down to like 2 minutes, I think, and so it's really quick. I mean, it says, you know, you click on the video, it says crash coming up in 3, 2, 1, and bam, I'm down. And then I get up and I make some excuses. Yeah, because that's exactly what I did. I made some excuses because I'm a loser. No, not a loser. Pretty smart guy. I just made poor decisions that day. That's all there was to it. 960-pound motorcycles do not handle like a Kawasaki CX 1400 at all. Not even remotely close. Yeah. You know, and so what I'm getting at about the jacket is, I have a mesh shirt. It's a zip-up shirt. It has elbow pads, it has shoulder pads, and it has a back protector. Now my question is, if I went, see, I'm kind of leery about wearing that now. I'm kind of leery about having my wife wear hers, because she has a nice nylon Harley-Davidson jacket, and I would, you know, God forbid if anything happened with her on the bike, you know, I would rather have her slide and, you know, have the jacket, I guess, melt, because, you know, the nylon's going to slide on the asphalt to a point, you know, and I mean, we will get her an armored jacket. She has the armored shirt, so my question is, should I wear the armored shirt and just wear a heavy-duty, long-sleeve shirt underneath it? You know, something like a, I don't know. I mean, I know flannel breeds. You know, should I wear a flannel shirt underneath it? I mean, yeah, flannels could be warm, but then again, flannel does breathe, and, you know, I mean, I don't like to get stuck in traffic, but it happens. I wonder how many people that freaks out when I do that and I take the turn. One day I gotta stop and look at those buckets for you guys. Show you just how really big they are. They are enormous. Oh yeah, that's about it. Still don't know what these things are. They have bolt launchers, they're drained, they're empty. I mean, I know a lot of this property around here is mosaic. I mean, I do see bass boats out in them, and I do see john boats out in them, but that's about it. I mean, I've looked online to try to find out what they are. You know, no idea, none whatsoever. I wouldn't even. Maybe I'll call the county office for whatever county this is in. I think I'm in Polk County. So yeah, that's about the extent of today's topic. You know, idiot security guard wanted to be a big man, try to scare me. Yeah, good luck on trying to scare me. I don't scare. Ooh, sand, my favorite. Yes, I went wide because of the sand. And what else? Oh yeah, heat wave up in New England. Heat wave in New England. It cracks me up. Yeah, I think my brother said, what's today? Today is Tuesday. Yeah, Saturday he was telling me that he had to go out and cover his plants up because they were going to have a frost. So we go from having a frost, you know, 4 days ago to having a heat wave. Yeah, that's nice, huh? I think so anyways. Alright, so let me see, how far into my ride? Oh, I got 116 miles to empty. And I got 114 miles on the triple meter. Yeah, I can get my 200 in without having to stop for gasoline. Because I brimmed this baby. I brimmed it and I burped it and I burped it again and I brimmed it and burped it and brimmed it and burped it, and I got every last ounce of gas in there that I could possibly get in this thing. So I should be good for 200 miles. 210 actually. As long as I don't wheel on it. If I give it a wheeling, you know. But I'm not on the wheeling road. I have that one road where I, you know, go over those railroad tracks and take that 90-degree turn, and I just let her rip. And no, I didn't do it today because, now you know why. Gas is expensive. My bike is 10 years old. I really shouldn't be beating on it. But yeah. I guess once I make my couple of turns, I'll bid you good folks adieu. But until then, I mean, I'll keep the camera running for another 2 or 3 minutes. Maybe a new thought will pop into my head. I really am. I promise I'm going to try to keep all my videos under 15 minutes from here on in. Seriously. So this here is, what is this? Is this state road or is this is state road. This is State Road 62. Now, in the direction I'm heading, it's going to cross State Highway 17. And out there on State Highway 17, apparently, not too far from here, I mean, I'm talking maybe 6 miles at best, there is supposed to be a very good barbecue place. Now, if I can get my wife out of the house early enough, and seeing where it's only 11:09, and I left the house at, what time did I walk out the door this morning? I left the house at like 8:20, and I've already got my 16, 17 miles in now. So yeah, if I get up, we could be there just in time for lunch if we left between 8:30 and 9 o'clock. And even though I don't don't go ridiculously fast down these back roads. I mean, I go at a moderate speed. I do my plus 10. I don't do that with my wife on the bike. I'm very, very conservative when she's with me. And that would be a nice ride to barbecue. To be honest, when I went out there to the Frostproof Barbecue Company and I rave about it and how much it's absolutely delicious, fall off the bone, I was not at all impressed. I was actually disappointed. I was disappointed. Now my wife's food was fine, but I got a rack of ribs, and it was that rack of ribs was not fall off the bone by any stretch of the imagination. It was very, very disappointing. So with that, I will end this video. So if you liked it, give me a big thumbs up. Even if you didn't like it, give me a big thumbs up. YouTube algorithm loves it. Alright. So until next week, or whenever I decide to do another video, peace and God bless. Got a little bit of bonus footage for you. I got 27 miles to empty, and I'm 31 miles from home, or 30 miles from home. The math is not computing. I think I might be in a little bit of a trouble, so I am going to shock shift as best as I possibly can. I'm going to get up to cruising speed, to be between 65 and 70, because I know on this motorcycle, I know my fuel economy on this. I get my best fuel economy between 65 and 70, and that's where I'm going to stick it. And I do have a little bit of a tailwind. Well, how fast am I going? According to, I'm going 65 according to Google Maps. Won't be passing anybody, that's for dang sure. Well, stick around and let's watch the excitement build. Mileage so far, 197. I didn't do as good on this tank of gas as I thought, and I mean, I had it absolutely filled to the brim. Usually I can get it up to 200, 205 before the fuel light will come on. And I really didn't do any, I didn't wheel on it at all today. I didn't do no red line pulls or nothing. I mean, I shifted, when I had to accelerate hard, I shifted at 3,500. I mean, I don't know, maybe the hot weather has something to do with it. Because, how hot is it? It's 91 now, 92. Alright, man. Stick around for this bonus footage. And I'll have to show you the front of the bike, because the front of the bike is absolutely, I am getting pelted with love bugs. Pelted. Alright. Folks, stand by. Let's see what happens. See if I wind up on the side of the road and I'll look for help. Well, I'm on low range. I have 2 miles to my house, and I'm not gonna make it because I gotta stop for gas, because gas is right up here. I got 225 miles out of this tank. And you want to talk about pushing it to the hairy edge. I will let you good folks know how much I actually pump into the tank. I'm not sure if I should kill the motor at this red light. I know it don't burn very much fuel at idle, but still, yeah, I'll let you know how much I burn. Yeah, 1.6 miles to the house. I got 225, and it's on low. It goes to low at 10 miles to empty, and that's been on there for about 10 miles. All right, we'll see how much we pump. Okay, so that's what it pumped. It pumped $30.33 in 5.67 gallons. I could not put another drop in that tank if I wanted to. But knowing I had just a little less than 4/10 of a gallon left, I was pretty much good to go. So that makes me happy knowing I can probably get 230 miles out of the tank of gas. Oh, and I didn't look at the front of the bike. So let me get home, get off, and I'll take a quick video of the front of the bike. All right, so we got 95 degrees out. Yeah, 1.9 miles from the gas station. Let's call it 2. All right, let's check out all these living type bugs. I can only imagine what's all over my oh man, it's all over the side of the gas tank. Yeah, how does that crap get there? Oh, it's not looking good. Oh my word, look at that. Yeah, they're plastered on there good. Woohoo! Can you imagine what the helmet looks like? I'll take a picture of the helmet. Look at it all over the mirrors. Nice. I got some work cut out. I'll get a picture of the helmet, probably use it as my thumbnail. Alright, like I said, thumbs up, peace, God bless.